You go to an Indian village as a Congress leader. You try to interact with the village folk. You tell them that the Modi government is spying on prominent Indian citizens. Chances are you will be laughed at and ridiculed. Or the people you interact with might listen to you and forget all about what you said the moment you get out of their sight. Because that's how important the so-called Pegasus scandal is to them. And yet, the Congress and the opposition establishment of India is singing Pegasus to attack the government like it will dismantle the BJP electorally. Now, as it turns out, there is no proof that the government used Pegasus to spy on Indians. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and if you haven't subscribed to TFI English yet, hit that subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to receive all the recent updates. Coming back to the story, we will discuss the so-called Pegasus scandal and see if it holds water. Let's begin. You see, India's opposition since 2014 has had a thing for proof. Whether it be the benefits of demonetization and GST or the surgical and airstrikes on Pakistan, opposition parties have always demanded proof. In hindsight, they don't seem to take anything at face value. They rely heavily on facts and available evidence to support their assertions. That is what you'd think, right? Well, hold on to your breath, because just like the country's opposition cabal created a fictitious Rafale scam out of thin air to accuse Modi government of corruption, it has now begun harping on a baseless Pegasus scandal to revive its electoral fortunes. Does India, a country of 1.3 billion people, care about a scandal like Pegasus? Do the vast portions of India's rural and semi-urban populace understand what the opposition is accusing the Modi government of with its incessant attacks based on the so-called Pegasus scandal? No. Still, the state surveillance can and should not be normalized. If the government is snooping on dissident citizens, that's highly condemnable. You would think that there's evidence of the Modi government spying on citizens, right? Here's the breaking news. There is none. In October last year, the Supreme Court of India, while hearing the Pegasus issue, had constituted a technical committee under former Supreme Court Judge R.V. Ravindran to investigate the allegations that the government had used the advanced Israeli spyware to snoop on its citizens. The committee had issued a public notice on January 2nd this year, calling upon all the citizens who suspected their mobile devices to have been hacked, infected, compromised by the so-called Pegasus software to come forward. More than a month since this notice, only 2 members have submitted their mobile devices to the committee. Interestingly, according to a petition filed before the Supreme Court, Pegasus spyware was used to conduct surveillance on about 300 Indians, including 2 serving cabinet ministers, 3 opposition leaders, a constitutional authority, government officials, scientists, and about 40 journalists. Did any of these individuals appear before the technical committee and provide their devices for an investigation into the matter? No. Observing the dismal response of the so-called victims of Pegasus to the call by the committee to come forward, the panel issued another public notice on Thursday. In the new notice, however, the committee said it would take the digital image of the device being submitted in the presence of the person producing the instrument and would immediately return the device to that person. Now, the committee has extended the date of potentially infected devices to be presented before it to February 8th. Pegasus snooping allegations have been central to the Modi-hating cabal for quite some time. But the propaganda surrounding the matter falls flat on its face time and again. It has become something like the Rafale issue, which was the only thing that PM Modi's opponents could talk about before the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, but could never provide any proof in the matter. Now too, there is absolutely no proof that the government was spying on journalists and politicians. Without any concrete facts and proof, merely working on guesswork, insinuation, and false hunches, leftist portals and opposition parties are milking the Pegasus malware scandal to full effect. Yet, the battles they pick against the Modi government do not resonate with the Indian public. People who think they are being spied on should have been rushing to the Supreme Court appointed technical committee by now. The fact they are not really tells you all you need to know about the Pegasus fiasco and how it's all a load of bunker. This is Piyush signing off until the next one.